Hey guys, I hope everyone is doing well. Today we have another Need for Speed Unbound video on our hands. Now in today's video we are going to be customizing Mia's Integra. Now Mia's Integra is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, ever since I saw that we got an Integra in Need for Speed Unbound. So I'm very happy to recreate this, especially because this is one of the actual few cars that we have gotten that's new to Need for Speed, and that is kind of a Fast and Furious build that we can do that's much more accurate compared to the past Need for Speed games. Because we recently got the Mitsubishi Eclipse and the Nissan S14 in the game, so I made it even more accurate to make Dom's crew of cars from Fast and Furious 1. Now, this is one that I've been wanting to do for a long time, ever since we built it from the other Acura that I made. I totally forgot which one that was because I don't do my research on Acuras or Hondas. So this is what we're going to use today. We're going to use the actual Acura Integra. So this is going to be a much more accurate build. So yeah, overall, I'm very happy to be building this, especially because we are actually the first people, to my knowledge, to actually build this. So as soon as I, make this, we're the first people officially on YouTube to have built this. I have not seen anybody else do this build. I have only seen me and maybe a few people, but none that are on YouTube from my information. So right now, let's just start building. So the first things first is that we're going to focus mainly on the front bumper, because the front bumper is like completely modified. So I know Mia's Integra does not get a lot of screen time in the movie, but there are a few like clips that I can use to match to what parts I can use. So for the front bumper, there seems to be kind of like a vent where like the canard area is. So the closest one I believe I'm going to get is probably between these two, either the C West or the INGS kit. Everything else just doesn't really match. But a lot of the toy line from when Jada Toys created the toy shows that it's just either stock or it's this. And this does look accurate, like a little bit, because there is a lot of vents. But I kind of like this, so right now I'm going to think about this. I think I'm going to go for this. Even if this one does give the vents on the side, that's not really what we're looking for so much. We're more so looking for something that can be a little bit more accurate. So I'm going to go with these vents because there is that little splitter, like, vents right there in the screenshot that I'm seeing of this kit. So this is, I think the C West right here is perfect, so we're going to use that. Alright, headlights. Damn. Sorry, I have not seen this car's customization because I've just been grinding the customization for the car. So I have all the body kits, all the presets for it. So I have like just the stock, and then literally the Varus kit, the INGS kit, and the C West kit. So I have all the kits unlocked for the Integra. Sadly, not for the 22B STI yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So headlights, we're pretty sure gonna make them stock. Splitter. I mean, there was no splitter on the car really, and if there was, it was carbon for sure. Is this carbon? Well, to my knowledge, if this car kind of looks like it does have a splitter, but then not at the same time. Because a lot of people that have tried to replicate this car have added a splitter, but other people have not. Actually, this does have a splitter. Okay. Um, one of these two works. One of the carbon ones work. Which one? This one goes like that. This one goes like that. This one is a little tiny. I like the tiny one because the tiny one doesn't really make it huge as much as the other ones. These ones give it like a whole like look to it, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna go with this because there is in fact a splitter. If you feel like there wasn't a splitter, go ahead and don't choose it. But from what I'm seeing, there is a black splitter at the bottom. So yeah. Oh wow, there's no hood options for this vehicle. That is interesting. I thought there would have been hood options. I'm gonna tint this a little bit because, you know, Dom's crew has to be tinted a little bit at least. Front fenders. So this is the Varus kit. Not gonna go for that because you know, there was no wide body kit on the car. I'm making these 100% accurate. Wheels. Now for wheels, the closest ones I believe that I am going to choose are, well, there's a number of them I can choose, but like I know I have some in mind. Let me just scroll through, see any of these rims. These ones aren't bad. These ones actually work, but these ones don't really curve inward. These ones aren't bad either, but it's a little bit more deep dish. So those options aren't bad. Either the Weds TC10 5Ns or the Weds SA55Ms. Well, those work. Ooh, these ones work too. The Work in Motion DR9s. Yeah, they work. No pun intended. But there's a lot of great options here. This does work, but there's too many like bullet holes on it or whatever it's called. I think we're starting to get to the bottom here. Yeah, we are. Already used these for a past build. These aren't bad either. These actually look close. I might go ahead and actually use those. Well, let's see how it looks on the car. If it looks good, like it matches it, that'd be like really good. But if it doesn't, yeah, these are too deep dish, I want to say. These are too sunken out, and this is too flat, so it doesn't create the curve inward on the lip. So I think our best option is to go with these SSR Mark IIIs. The MS1s don't really work. Yeah, the MS1s don't. Yeah, too many spokes, too small, and too many spokes. And then these are like about the same amount, but not entirely the same amount. I'm gonna try these for a little bit, and then I'll, you know, mix it around. You know, try different ones here and there. Let's see. All right, so this is gonna be the closest I'm gonna get. I'm gonna remember that when I actually do that. So we're gonna go for the SSRs. So it's all the way down here. Okay, and then we go down right here. All right. Nothing too crazy. Now, to my knowledge, this car was just mainly all cosmetics, nothing much. But it looks like there's a side skirt on the car. Yeah, there's definitely a side skirt on the car. So I believe the closest one we're probably going to go for is the C-West. C-West is just going to be the closest because it's just clean, no bolt-ons. There you go, bolt-ons. Don't bullet holes. Sorry, I've been watching too many other people build this car. Yeah, okay, stock, definitely. Well, the badge isn't there, but it's not a wide body kit, so we're just gonna keep that on. For the plate, I'm pretty sure the plate is right here. Let me just get a clear photo. Oh, that is not clear. Ah, here's the plate. Okay. 4 ONV 545. All right, this is the plate. 4 ONV 545. All right. And for background, we'll choose the California background just because, you know, that's where they were at the time of this. So California. This is not the one you want to go for. Don't go for that one. That one doesn't really match it particularly. This one does. There it is. All right. Let's keep going. All right. Now we are on to the rear. So the rear, oh, that is still the license plate. So the rear, it does have a kit to it per se. It does not look like that. Ooh. This is the closest we're gonna get. It has like a slit for the opening for the exhaust there, so that's the closest we're gonna get. This is not gonna be it. Yeah, everything we've been choosing is C West, so that's good so far. Taillights. Taillights, I believe, are stock. I don't think we need to tint them. Spoiler, we're not gonna add that. I'm pretty sure the stock one is literally the closest. Yeah, stock is literally gonna be the closest probably. So just leave it stock. Diffuser. There's no diffuser on the car, to my knowledge, so don't do the diffuser. And then exhaust, it might have been like at least a chrome modified exhaust, but from what I'm seeing right here, I'm not getting any chrome. So this is like really up to you. If you want to keep it stock, go ahead. But if you want to add one of these, I wouldn't, in my personal opinion. But um, the one I would go for is this one, this Speed Hunters, the second one. That's up here. It like covers the hole, and that's what the exhaust on there does. I don't think it matches, so I'm just not gonna run it. All right, so that's it for the customization. So for stance, this car was, I mean, it was probably stock ride height. I want to say stock. So if you want to go with the lowered, go ahead. I would say lower it by a little bit. So for the livery, I'm pretty sure people have made this livery, and if they haven't, then that particularly sucks. Oh, see, they already have Edwin's Integra build, so somebody's made the wrap, so that's good. Now we just gotta find. Oh, here's one. I like it, but then I don't. So we're gonna keep going. This is definitely not it. I don't even know what this is. Ooh, this is really close. I like that one. I'll keep scrolling, but I want to remember this one. 43 out of 691. Remember, I'm only on PS5, guys, so you're not going to be able to find any of these wraps on Xbox. I mean, you will, but it's going to be a different creator. It's not going to be a PS5. So, um, that looks clean. I like that. But, you know, we're not making that build right now. If I don't see another light blue one, I'm turning around. It's it's too geometrical. I can tell what he did. I like that one. I honestly like that one. I'm not going to scroll anymore. I like number 41. So we're going to go with 41. Almost there. There he is. Oh, 43. My bad. We're going to go with 43. I like it. It's close enough. I like the other ones. That one that we saw, that was like over the hundreds, you can tell it was a little bit more cartoony, kind of like how I mentioned when I did the Leon build. It's a little more cartoony, and you can tell what they were trying to go for, but it's not like as accurate in my opinion. At least this one has the DT and the number 11 on the side, so I like that. I do want to check the customization again. By the way, if it does have a carbon hood, that's good. The car did have a carbon hood, and if it doesn't, add a carbon hood onto the car. Um, Skirts. So he just went for the stock, but it doesn't match the kit. It has to match the kit. So either the C West. This adds the line. I don't like that. So C West is probably the best. All right. So for driving and tags, this is, you know, up to you, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to put something that matches the car. So this car actually did have underglow, and I believe it was like a turquoise. It might have been steel blue, but it was just like solid. Yeah, it was just solid. So we're going to have to look at all of these solid ones. Blue is too dark. Huh. Let me look at this again, because I know it's like a baby blue, but like it's honestly, it might be this solid turquoise. Steel blue's too dark. This is too bright. And this is like basically it. So I'm gonna go for the solid turquoise. So yeah, solid turquoise is gonna be the one to go for. I mean, the car, didn't really have much to it and the noise, but yeah. All right, this car was basically stock to my knowledge. It was just a daily driven car by a woman the woman who owned the car. So I'm only gonna make this, I'll make it like A class because in the scene it looks a little fast, but not too fast. So I'll at least give it some power. So I'll add actually, let's go down here. Probably exhaust. We'll go to exhaust. We'll add that. Takes us over. I don't think it had a turbo. I'm pretty sure it didn't. But I'm only gonna add the major stuff. If it did have a turbo, actually I'm gonna search it. Did it have a turbo? I don't think this did have a turbo. I can check though. Let's check real quick. I'm pretty sure this thing did not have a turbo. Yeah, this thing did not have a turbo. Okay, yeah. Don't add a turbo onto this, so just keep it naturally aspirated, or NA, as we like to say. All right. All right, yeah. That's the build. That's the complete build. So let's just take this thing out for a spin, because I have not driven this thing yet. Damn. Damn, that sounds good. Yeah, the paint looks perfect. I like it. Whoever did this, shout out to you, because this looks perfect. You'll see the guy's information when I was scrolling through it. So yeah, pause at any time if you guys want to see that. But let's take her out for a spin. Give it some revs. And we're off.
Got eyes on some asshole.
Be quiet, cop. Yeah, this thing is not bad. This thing is good. It's also front wheel drive. Damn, it sucks you can't see the underglow on it right now, but there is underglow in the car, trust me. There's a deleted scene where it shows the underglow, so yeah. Yeah, this thing turned out good. I like the way it turned out. It's not too bad. Even if, like, maybe the color's off to you guys or whatever, or maybe it's not the closest. This is the closest right now from when I'm posting this that I found, so yeah. And I'm a little bit late to...
Looks like we got ourselves a racer here.
Alright, calm down, cops. I'm a little bit late to the Need for Speed Unbound, coming back into the game, so I can understand if, there may be an updated livery that comes out, so yeah. But yeah, this thing turned out good. I'm happy that there's an Integra in this game, for sure. And I'm happy that we were the first people to recreate this on YouTube. So, yeah. This is really good. All right, but I think that's going to be the end of the video. Overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, you guys should leave this video with a like and maybe a sub for support. And also go check out my other Fast and Furious builds that I made. I plan on making more in the future for sure, and a lot more Need for Speed Unbound content with Tony and another person you guys will see. So yeah, overall, just leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you guys don't want to, you don't have to, because I don't ask for you guys to subscribe anytime, because I don't force you guys to make the decisions that you guys don't want to make. If you guys don't want to subscribe, I don't really care, because I just do these builds for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys don't know how to make these builds and are really like questioning how should I do it. So overall, just well, I guess that's all I gotta say, guys. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Besides, for you guys to remember to, and always to, stay gnarly.